Thank you and welcome to our year-end celebration of the work of both the symphonic band and orchestra. Forgive me in advance for reading. I want to make sure, especially on a special night like tonight, that I don't miss anything. So thank you for your patience on that. Our first piece, The Genius of Ray Charles, we had a lot of fun putting a lot of those tunes together, but it did end on a really important piece for him especially. It became his signature piece not only because he was from Georgia, but because actually he had been banned from performing in the state of Georgia because he had refused to play for a segregated audience. And so it wasn't until the late 70s that he actually was allowed back into the state, and he performed that for the legislature there in Georgia. So this is a very special and meaningful tune if you didn't know that background. Our second piece is an attempt by the composer to write a contemporary piece of music in the form of a fugue in the style of Johann Sebastian Bach. This is particularly unique as he does this using melodic ideas that actually resemble folk songs and even a little jazz. It's required a lot of individual growth, as you'll hear many different distinct independent melodies layered on top of each other throughout the piece. It will reach its thickest point and most complicated point right before breaking into a very dissonant and somewhat awkward sounding waltz before the piece reaches a full, simple, gorgeous chorale that unwinds into spotlighted sections with just a few players at a time. So we hope that you enjoy Bayou Breakdown. When you came in tonight, you might have noticed a big sign if you came in that door. We are actually, the music department has a music honor society called the Triam Music Honor Society. Our ushers tonight are members of that group, and they do a lot of community service around here. And we're pretty proud of that chapter, but we are also collecting donations of instruments. So if you have in your own home or have family or friends that have some instruments that might be collecting dust that we could put into the hands of some of our younger students, we would love you to consider dropping them off to us Saturday morning between 9 and noon. And if you're looking for a tax reimbursement form, we can take care of that for you as well. So if you are at all interested, please keep us in mind for that. So that's just a little bit of business on the side, little plug. For our next piece, I am very excited to welcome a student conductor to the stage. We have 4 seniors that I'm going to recognize here shortly after this piece, but it has been certainly my pleasure to work with Noah Totter over the last 6 years, and he has done just such a wonderful job of being encouraging and helping to create really what this year has been simply one of the nicest, most supportive, most encouraging groups that I've worked with. There's definitely a lot of good-natured ribbing on this stage, but at the same time, there's just a ton of support and encouragement. And Noah has been a huge part of that. So I'm gonna welcome him to the stage and maybe even give him a little bit of a surprise when he comes up. So Noah, if you would join us.
But because he is now officially a real conductor, I would knight you, but that's also. So here is your very own baton.
It is now my absolute pleasure to take this opportunity to recognize some very special people on the stage. They have shared their music with the students at the Mary Cariola Children's Center. They've each written program notes for concerts and written countless self-reflections of their personal performances. They started their high school careers as normal freshmen. They've survived isolation, hybrids, and next month they will walk a stage with all of their family and friends, emerging into the next chapter in our forever changed world. This year, 4 seniors have served as leaders and role models for this ensemble. Throughout their West Ironquoit experience, each of them have had personal challenges, both in and out of music, and each year they return to take them on again. Not because they felt the need to be better than anyone else, but because each wanted to simply continue working on their personal best. They fulfilled their art credit a long time ago, but they stayed on and showed those around them that there is value to spending precious elective time studying music, communicating within this very special language, and working with others to produce moments that can often be reflected on as having been beautiful and inspiring. I am proud to say that each has a better understanding of themselves after having worked through their challenges in the art of music for the last 8 years, and I am privileged to have spent 6 of those years with them. I'm confident that music will continue to play a special role in each of their lives, and it is with great pleasure that I recognize each of our seniors tonight with a small offering of my personal appreciation of their work in my ensemble. This group will not be the same without them, and they will be missed. Please welcome to the front of the stage, and I'll just call one at a time to receive and get a quick hug or an elbow bump, whatever they prefer. But please let's welcome first Hayden Getz. Joshua Ordway. Welcoming back Noah Tanner. And Kaylee Williams. Before we play our last tune, I just wanted to point out that this last tune is not marked in your program, but it is a percussion feature, and it seemed the perfect thing. Josh Ordway had actually spent all these years in band and wasn't able to put it in his schedule, but he's been working with me independent study every other day all year long, and so we welcome him back to participate in his final concert on Final Tune with us. And so, without further ado, we will play Mambo Cubano. changeover. We're going to send about 6 or 7 of these people off to games that they are already late for, and we're going to clear the stage super quick for Symphonic Orchestra. Thank you so much for being such a lovely audience and for all your support all year.
thank you so much. Before I get into the recognition of the seniors, I just want to give a big thank you to our sound, our light crew, to Rich Jones, our custodians who were amazing. There's been 3 concerts this week and they've transformed this space for each concert. Our administration for their support, and as always, families. It's impossible without your support and it is greatly appreciated. I'd like to also say thank you to this group of people behind me. They have worked incredibly hard. Everything I've asked them to do, they have done. You might have noticed me kind of cheering the first violins on. There was a part where they could pick the easy part, which was lower, or the higher part, which was of course harder. Every single one picked the higher part. And yeah. Freshmen through seniors, so they all went for it, and I'm going to get yelled at for this one, but I do want to thank Connor, our only bass player, who all year has been holding this orchestra together, and it was nice knowing you all. It's not easy to be the only person, as some of you band players know as well, and it's greatly appreciated. I would like to take the time to recognize my seniors. There are 3 this year, and it's been not your typical high school experience, but they have made the most out of everything. They stepped right into leadership roles. I really couldn't ask for a nicer group of people, and don't cry, Jasmine. She's already cried. And I'm going to miss you all very, very much next year. But I do wish you the best. So I'd just like to take a moment and recognize them, and just, when I say your name, please just stand up. I didn't warn them. Jasmine Christensen. Will be attending MCC, where she plans to major in communications and media. Then she plans to continue her education down in nice sunny Miami. They don't want to stand up. Alec Overnelli is taking a year, stand up. Travel and figure out life. If you figure it out, let me know. And our last senior is Lily Cunningham. She will be attending Baldwin Wallace University. Yay, that's my alma mater. Where she is currently undecided, but Lily Cunningham. So I just want to say congratulations, all 3. You're all going to do wonderful things, and we can't wait to see what you do, but be sure to come back and say hi, because I'll be here for a while longer. Also, really quickly, I wanted to say that each year I let seniors pick a piece, and since there were only 3, I let each of them pick. The first piece was very obviously my choice, but each of them picked a piece that really kind of represents them, and was actually quite challenging. So the last 3 pieces that you heard were all their choices. And we're going to end with Stop Time Rag by Scott Joplin. And we really hope you enjoyed it. We appreciate your support, and have a wonderful summer.
Yeah.